Dead Sea Tragedy. On October 25, 2018, school children from Jordan arrived at Meeeee near the Dead Sea for an educational trip. It was a popular spot, hot springs, beautiful gorges, and rocky passages perfect for photos. The morning was sunny and warm. Students explored the area. They took pictures and walked through narrow wadis. These were dry riverbeds carved through rock. But the students didn't know that wadis can become death traps in minutes. Around midday, students were posing for group photos in a narrow gorge. Teachers supervised. Everyone was relaxed, happy. Then someone heard a noise, a sound like distant thunder. Within minutes, it grew louder. Then a wall of brown water came roaring through the gorge. It was a flash flood moving at incredible speed. It was 6 feet high, carrying debris, rocks, branches, everything in its path. Students screamed and tried running, but there was nowhere to go. The gorge walls were too steep. The water was too fast. It hit them like a truck. They were swept off their feet. Teachers grabbed at children, but the current was too strong. Bodies tumbled in the churning water. Some clung to rocks. Others were carried downstream. The water kept coming, wave after wave, brown and violent. Students who'd grabbed onto something watched their friends disappear in the current. Some students managed to climb higher on the rocks. Others weren't fast enough. The flood swept them into wider channels, bashed them against boulders, pulled them under. Rescue teams arrived, but the flood was still raging. They couldn't reach everyone. They watched helplessly as students were carried away. Parents arrived at the scene. The sounds of mothers crying mixed with rushing water. When the flood finally subsided, rescuers found bodies scattered along the wadi. Some were miles from where they started. Others were buried in mud and debris. 21 people died. Most were school children, killed by water that came from storms they never saw. A sunny day turned into a nightmare in seconds.